we have certain guidelines to comply regarding your uh, mini projects. Then there is a seminar. Then there is your major project also. So by the end of your uh, engineering, you are supposed to understand that how you can write your reports in overleaf and that too in LaTeX. So this is some code which is available in LaTeX, and there is a website called as overleaf. You can look at here, and I have already created one project of mine of sample thesis, and I have also created one whole PDF of my own. So I will just showcase you the PDF first, and then we'll have a brief about it. So before going to that, I will just. So is the PDF visible? Can you just reply on the chat, yes or no? Okay, okay, okay. So in this PDF, it is about the document which I have created in LaTeX, and on similar lines, you will be shared with your PowerPoint presentation and Word file. So working on that Word file is easy. The format we are going to discuss. So before going to discuss with that format, I would like to showcase you that how a LaTeX helps you to develop your own thesis report, whether it is mini project, whether it is your major project, or whether it is a seminar project. So I will just scroll down and show you that how nicely it looks when we look at the LaTeX. But as soon as I say the word LaTeX, you will get worried that we don't know LaTeX, so how we can do the things in LaTeX. So don't worry, we are here to help you, and by the time you get into your final semester, we'll be expecting such kind of document to be created by you. So these are the basic things that are there. So I will just go to the sample code just to showcase you. So this was the thesis which I was trying to show you, and that were the pages where these numbering what you people are doing for your mini projects or major projects, or whether it is a seminar, you are doing this numbering on your own. So LaTeX does this thing for you automatically, so you don't need to worry about it. Abbreviations you need to give, list of figures are automatically generated, list of tables are automatically generated, and chapters you need to write. And when you see a full-fledged document, it will be looking something like this. So I am just scrolling down, and will show you, and then we'll start with the actual thing that you're going to do. So this is the abstract how, and you can see that here all my texts are properly justified. Majority of the people, when you do the documentation, you do the typing and you don't make the document really justified. So it is not proper to do that kind of thing. And you can see this contents what are available here, that you are able to see, those are all auto generated. Now if you go for the figures, they are also auto generated. The page number, they are also auto generated. The list of table, it is auto generated. Chapters I have written on my own, diagrams I have included inside, and literature survey, when you are going to do that, so you have to ensure that all the things you are going to cover into that of your literature survey. So when you are doing the literature survey, I want to tell you people that when you are going to do that, so please ensure that when you do it, you are ensuring that the title, the authors, the people whom you want to cite, you're doing the citations properly. So just a minute, I will show you. So you will be able to see, just let me zoom in. So are you people able to view this table of literature survey? Please type yes. Okay, okay, thank you. So in this table, what really is expected, the paper, the first author, if there are multiple authors, you can give ET, AL, the paper number. This number is nothing but the citation to that paper and the year in which the paper was there. And I will be focusing on my things that I have overcome. What kind of data set I have used, what kind of algorithm was there, what kind of accuracy was there, what are the shortcomings and future works that I was able to identify. So this is what is expected in your mini projects, whether it is your seminar or whether it is your major project, that these kind of analysis should be there in your tables, where you are going to highlight to us what actually did you read. And when you look at this below, whenever I cite anything, so you are doing the numbering manually. So instead of doing the things manually, you can just make use of cite this. So we'll show you an example, then it will be more clear. See, now here you'll be able to see 14 in colored number. So is it visible to you all? Please type in chat yes if you are able to see that. My screen is visible. Okay. So here, if I click on this 14, it will be directly redirecting me to my references tab. So what actually you do, that you give the citation and credit to the actual author from where you were able to get that idea, whatever shortcoming you have identified, that you can get, and that is stored into that of your references. So that is the number that was to be mentioned in the literature survey table. Whatever papers you have referred, whether it is your mini project, whether it is a seminar, whether it is your project, so you should give the number in the table, not to give the whole author name and whole title of the paper. Because if you try to write a paper and you try to copy paste your literature survey table, then the plagiarism will come for the author names, the plagiarism will come for the whole title. So in that case, to reduce that, you can go for it. So this is the actual code. You don't need to worry, because I'm not going to explain you the whole code, but I would like to show you the sample, that whatever changes you want to do, when you do the coding in the LaTeX, immediately you can check here. If I want to get the code for this point, so there is a arrow here, go to the code location in the PDF, go to the code for the PDF location. So when I click here, it redirects me to the page where the contents are hosted, and so you can do the changes into that part, and automatically the things will get changed into that of your PDF. This you can put on a recompile, which automatically does the changes, or you can make manual recompile also for the same, right? And one thing that somebody was asking me about the references. So when I say or talk about the references, so we have to make use of bibliography. So I will just show you an example that when you go to some paper, for example, I will go for mine only to showcase you. So if I go to this link, so while giving references, everybody, when you are doing those things, many of the people are doing author name typing by their hand, the title you are typing by your hand, the journal name you are typing by the hand. Somebody is writing the title first, then somebody is writing that next. So you don't need to do that thing on your own. You just need to go to the website. You go to this cite this button. Uh, Wait, I will show you. Is the cite this button visible to you on IEEE Explorer uh, before the pink color button of PDF? Please type yes in chat if you are able to see my screen. Anyone? Okay, okay. So here, when you click on this cite this button, you will be able to see that the plain text first, initially the authors will be there, then the paper title will be there, then whether it was a conference or journal that will be there, the year will be there, the page numbers will be there, and DOI will be there. You can make use of this directly to copy and paste into that of your references for your PPTs also and for your word report also. You don't need to manually edit the author names, the title, because if you do that, then the person will not get the credit for the same. And what do you mean by the credit? So since you are going to be engineer and somewhere you are going to publish a paper till you get pass out of your B, so at that time you need to understand. Just a minute, I will. So I'm putting a Google Scholar here, and when I click on Google Scholar, so you are able to see that this is 53. That means 53 authors have given me credit for the paper what I have written, and they have given the credit for me in their paper. So what they exactly do, they give the reference number, and they ensure that they are copy pasting the things from the plain text what I showed you as of now. So that is how you should do the citation, right? So this was the basics, and just a small part I wanted to show you. So I will share my whole entire screen because you need to understand it. So here, when you use the latex and you want to do the same thing, so whatever I showed you in this, I went for the plain text. If I go for the bib text, so it will look like something like this. So you just need to copy this from here and go to your overleaf page, and you need to paste here. Is it clear? Type yes if you understood what I wanted to say. That in the side this there was a bib text tab. From BibTeX, you need to copy the things and you need to paste into the bibliography.bib file. Is it clear? If yes, please type yes into the chat box. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, so you understood that. So next thing what I would like to show you is regarding how you cite that into the content. So just let me again. This was my code. I want to go to my chapter 2 because it is on literature survey. And if I go down, okay, we'll go to chapter 3. So here, what I am highlighting as of now, are you able to see some slash site? Please type yes if you are able to see the highlighted keyword. Anyone? Here, what I have highlighted, site 1055. Okay, okay, okay. Thank you. So this is what, if I go into the PDF, so it takes me to the page where that citation has been done, and it is the 44th number which I have put into that of your bibliography. So you'll say, what is the advantage of doing this and using the LaTeX? Why I'm telling you, because if you look at the total count of the pages, it is 136. When you do your mini project, or whenever you do your seminar, or whenever you do your major project, it is also going to be of 50, 70, 100, 120 pages. So doing the citation of those authors, giving the proper credit to the authors, become a tedious job. So if you use this thing, it will help you a lot, because if you see the numbering of those numbers, they are in a sequential order: 44, 45, 46, 47. So what I have done, so citation I have done as and when I was working on the paper, but when I did the coding for the same, there I have written just ascending order, and it has done all the work for me. We'll go to that part. So here, if you look at bibliography style, it is unsorted. So that gives the numbering as per the sequence of the document and not as per the overleaf numbering structure. Because whatever paper come first, it will go for the recent number, and whatever are the older paper, they will go for the bottom. So when I want to do that, I can just go for the unsorting. So that will help you a lot in this. So this was all about overleaf, why to use it. If you want more details, I can guide you throughout the whole thing, but the main intention was, whatever small mistakes you people are doing as of now, that create a problem for you. So we should try to avoid those problems. That was only my concern. So we'll go to the format that is there for us. So just let me share the screen. So is my word format visible to you? Can anyone type just yes or no? Word file is visible or not? Okay. So here, this is the format that is being shared to you, where you have to put your student's name, your seat number as your PRN number. One small mistake, that under the guidance of name of the guide, this should be on the next line. Whatever it is, Dr. Shailesh P. Bendai, or whatever you want to write, it should be on the next page. Many of the people have done the mistake. So please ensure that it is on the next line, like submitted by, your name is on the next line. So under the guidance of, it should be on the next line. Please ensure that when you are going to do the printing, it is a front page. So this mistake should not be there. This year, it should be changed from 2000 current year, that is 24-25. Then the date, you have to change your name, your guide name, seminar report title, the name of the guide. Please make the certificate properly, because if you want to go for MS, ME, Tech, in that case you will be required to provide the certificate. So you can provide the same certificate there. So make it as Dr. Shailesh P. Bendai. Put your abstract properly, and whenever you are putting your abstract, keep it a habit, just select this and make it justified. Currently it is not justified, your text will be looking like this, so you just need to click on this and it will get justified. That it's that easy. So try to do that. Name of the guide you will mention here. Again, in this format, it is Professor Shailesh P. Bendai. So do the changes as doctor. Okay, change the name of the guide. Whatever numbering you are going to do, you're not going to make use of LaTeX as of now. So please ensure that whatever list of figures are there, you have properly mentioned the diagram with the proper names, and you are giving the proper page number. Here something 11 is mentioned and the diagram is on first page. So it should not happen in your case. Same is the case for all the list of figures, and the indexing, proper page number should be there whenever you are going to give the introduction. So please ensure that the format of header and the format of text is going to have a different font if you are making it bold. So please ensure everywhere the titles are bold if you are going to follow the format. So please ensure format is proper. Wherever indentation paragraphs are required, give the proper citations also for your paper. Wherever diagrams are there, please ensure that you are giving the proper figure number, and you are giving the name to that of your figure, and you are citing this figure somewhere in the text. Figure 1 shows the detail about this diagram, something like that. Don't just mention the figure number and keep it as it is. It is not a good practice. Whenever you are going to write your mini project, semi report, or it is a final project, so you have to ensure you are going to cite all your figures and tables properly into that of your text. Inside a paragraph, you can write 2 or 3 sentences, or you can mention a whole paragraph for the same also. Then when you are going to have the tables, please ensure that the table contents are properly visible. It should not be like that it is a very small table. And whenever you are going to give the title to that of your table, try to keep it a habit that you are making the citation of the table also into that of your text. Please ensure that it is going to be followed by you people. When you are going to give the types, so this is first type and there will be another type. So give the numbering, this is the first, that is the second, to make it more readable and more understandable to the panel, whoever is going to judge your mini project, seminar, or your final project. Any queries, please post on the chat also. I'm trying to explain all the points. Whatever figures you are going to have, please try to ensure that they are properly visible. the clarity of the images is proper. No images are there which are not properly visible. Please ensure that. When you are writing the conclusion, so you have to ensure that in your conclusion part, you are going to conclude what you have learned from the mini project, from your final project, or from your seminar. And if you think there are scope that somebody can work on in future onto that of the same topic, please mention the scope into that of your future scope. And while doing the references, you are able to see what I showed and what is there in your sample. It is different on your mini project. If you want to write a paper onto that of your seminar or to that of your major project, then you can copy paste these references directly into that of your paper. So that will be more easy and useful for everyone. So this was all about your Word documentation, the font size. It should be properly there, and if possible, keep it Times New Roman. Heading, it should be 14, and for text, you can have 10, 11. If you have understood everything, type yes. If you have any query, please ask in the chat box so that I can answer your query on the seminar report, mini project report, or final project report. Any query you can post. I will wait for 5 to 10 seconds to understand if you have any query in the report part. So I think there is no query as such on the seminar report, mini project report, or major report part. Okay, okay. So we'll go for the last part, that is your presentation part. Is the PPT visible? Is the PPT visible now? Okay, okay. Thank you, thank you. So in the PPT format, a seminar on this logo we will keep in the same position. If you want to change the template, template means not the content on this slide but the background, whatever is there, you can change it, but don't change the position of the logo, please. Right? So under the guidance of, for me it will be doctor, for other faculty it will be professor. Your details, your seminar title you will mention here. In index, introduction. Now the basic rule for any PPT, whether it is a mini project, seminar, major project, so the flow remains same throughout all the slides, or the content of the PPTs remain same, where you're going to give the introduction. Now there is a difference between the Word and PPT. Word should be a PowerPoint presentation where animation comes into picture, GIF comes into picture, and the images comes into picture, and the statement whatever you are going to have, they should not be more than 8 to 10 words. If you want, you can mention the point, you can try to explain the things in diagrammatic format, or you can try to show it through animation. PowerPoint has a very good animation tab where you can go and do lots of animations. You can create our own images and put into that, and you can give the animation for the same also. So the introduction, you are going to introduce about your title or the domain on which you are going to work initially, and then motivation. So what do you mean by motivation? That my guide told me to give the mini project presentation, my seminar project guide told me, my final project guide told me. No, it is not that kind of motivation. That uh, as an engineer you should be passionate to provide the information to that of your society. So in that case, you when you are doing that mini project, major project or seminar, what motivated you to select that topic of mini project, seminar or final project? So that is expected. And if you can give a brief about some that from a newspaper you got to know something, or from a website you came to know about something, you are going to cover into that of your seminar, mini project or major project. So that should be properly mentioned. Then generalized system architecture, the diagram should be there. Description should be given orally or with the animation, whatever is possible. Literature survey should be on at least 7 paper. I already showed you in the LaTeX how the citation of the paper should be done and how the survey should be done. First, the numbering of the paper, then the methodology of the paper, then the loophole or shortcoming that you have identified, and the proposed solution or suggestions you have for that specific paper. So that is the thing that is to be focused into that of a literature survey. Conclusion based on survey, that after studying this 7 paper, what you came up with, whether it is a comparison, whether it is some proposition, you came up with a proposed model. So you are going to explain that. Then you are going to mention the real life application of your seminar, mini project or major project. Mention the advantages, disadvantages, give the conclusion to that of your topic. If the future scope is very nice and you have a good contribution where some modules you are unable to touch in this whole semester or in your project, so you can mention that in the future scope. Bibliography is nothing but the references, and in a mini project or major project, the actual demonstration or video of the demonstration of your mini project or major project will be expected. So I think I have cleared the points. So motivation here, you have to mention it as I told you. Please ensure that in the template it is mentioned as serial number, title, authors. So if you are doing this, no issues in doing that. But if you want to write a paper on the same, then these content what are available here, this one, this one, are going to bring the plagiarism. And we are not just interested in understanding what they have done, we are interested in understanding as per the guideline, that are you able to identify the loophole in the paper, are you able to propose any solution to that of the loophole, or are you able to identify a future scope from that loophole. So that is the main gist of us, to ensure that you are surveying those 7 papers and you are telling us what you have learned from that 7 paper. 7 is a minimum criteria. Maximum you can go for any number of paper, but minimum at least you should have 7 papers where you have gone through the details for the same. System architecture, here you can draw the diagram, you can draw that in paint, you can draw that in PowerPoint, you can draw that in Word also. If you are a passionate person, there is a dia software which is open source, and where ready made tools are available and drop downs are available, which you can use to create the system architectures. Finally, the conclusion, and then there will be references. Before that, there can be future scope, and finally video if you have any for your mini project, major project. And for seminar, it is a very good thing if you have done some working of the seminar topic. So that's all from my side for the presentation also. So any queries, please post on the chat. For subheading and your question was about the heading and subheading. So you can go for 12 and 10. Content you can go for 10 and subheading you can go for 12. 18 will be very huge if you go for it. Akhilesh, I think I have answered your question. Okay, any other question regarding your seminar, mini project, or your major project? Because the flow, what I have discussed till now, that will remain same throughout the session for all these 3 points. So if there are no more questions, we can stop here for today. From where we get any other question? It's Sargav. Are you typing something? Please type yes if you're typing something. Okay, you can contact me personally also if you have doubt related to your specific seminar title, mini project, or final project.